Rival Signing Day show continues. I'm Adam Gorney, now joined by number one player in the 2025 class, David Sanders, offensive tackle out of Charlotte. And David, you got every offer in the book, a lot of schools that have started to pique your interest. When do you start to really focus in, narrow down that list, and start to get serious about this?
Yes, sir. So definitely that's been like the topic of conversation for my family and I. That was a big deal. Definitely after this past month, having all the coaches in and out of the school every single day, there was a boatload of coaches coming through at break and lunch and after school. So that was a very unique time just for us, just to see everybody and get to meet everybody. A lot of people that haven't even like been recruiting me as much still made their way to come say hi and things like that. So I feel like that was a really really cool experience, but definitely something to make us want to narrow that list down and get a better feel of who we want to be serious about, who we just want to tell that we're not interested in coming to their program. So definitely throughout the month of February, that's going to be a big point of emphasis for us. Just starting to narrow that list down, and just so that my spring visits and my summer visits are a lot more beneficial.
Now the hard questions. Which ones definitely make that list?
Definitely, I would say Georgia, Tennessee, Clemson, Alabama, schools like that. The schools that have been on me the hardest, Ohio State, Michigan, will definitely be in there for sure.
Yeah. Let's talk Georgia. I don't think it's any secret that they're definitely a school that you're looking at and it's coming heavily after you. How are they recruiting you and just the job that they've done, especially with offensive linemen over the years?
Right. I think they're doing an amazing job just overall in their program. They have a great thing going over there. The entire coaching staff is amazing. I mean, from the head coach all the way down. I don't think there's not one bad person in their program. Everybody that I've met has been very genuine and very nice throughout this process. So they came up. Coach Searles came up multiple times. Coach Smart, obviously, head coaches can only come once, so he made his trip up to PD as well. And just getting to sit down and talk to him, talk about the development and things like that. That was a big deal for me. But overall, they've done a great job ever since I was a young freshman. They offered me early when I was a freshman, so they've been on me ever since. And just growing that relationship with the entire coaching staff and that program has been great.
Clemson definitely has its unique way of recruiting. How does it resonate with you and the special nature of that program, especially now with Coach Luke there?
Definitely. I mean, Coach Luke has been a blessing for me as an athlete and just as a person. He's a very great coach, very passionate about everything he's talking about. And in his limited time there, he's done an amazing job recruiting me. He made multiple trips up to Providence Day. We got to watch my game film. We broke that down. And so just different cool experience as if he was my coach. So he took it a little step further than a lot of other people did, which was very unique in my opinion. But obviously, Clemson does things a little different. They don't offer you until your junior year, things like that. But I feel like the way they do it, that's how it should be done because they only want who they want, and they're very serious about when they say they want you to come be a part of their program and become that change. So I really like Clemson because you can go in and make an immediate impact as a freshman almost as soon as you walk in because it's just that's what they do. They recruit what they need. So you're going to be valued when you go to Clemson and things like that. So the whole entire coaching staff from Coach Sweeney is very genuine. Even the defensive line coaches, when I was down there for the junior day, they were jokingly saying like I can play defensive end for them if I really wanted to as well. So it's a great connection when you're there. It's definitely like that family atmosphere for sure.
I believe him. Your tape on that side of the ball isn't half bad, so I think you're
Yes, sir.
you're okay. Tennessee, that's been a school that has kind of caught your eye for a while now. What is it about the Vols and the way that they're recruiting you on Rocky Top there?
Definitely. I mean, it's just different there. The entire coaching staff, very genuine, down to earth. That's another school that's in a very need of offensive linemen. So they're doing a great job recruiting me. The entire offensive side of the ball, the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, wide receiver coach, running back coach, the assistant offensive line guys, they're on me big time. So, and I love the group of guys that they have that they brought in that 23, 24 class. A lot of good friends in that class. So I think they have a good thing rolling. One of my good friends, George, he obviously committed to Clemson. I mean Tennessee as for the quarterback position. So that was pretty big for me to know you'll have if you were to go there, you have a good quarterback back there throwing it for you. So, but overall, there's the facilities and the program. They're doing a great job there.
George McIntyre?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. And then Bama, what do you make of that new coaching staff and early impressions on the job that they're going to do there?
Right. I'm very interested to see how they're going to change that program. I mean, obviously, Coach DeBoer and Coach Nick Saban are two different type of coaches. So just bringing his kind of twist from West Washington to Alabama would be nice to see. But he made his way up to Providence Day as well, so I got to sit down and meet with him. Very genuine guy, down to earth type of coach, and he seemed like he was excited to get down there and just start his legacy at Alabama.
How much are Channing Goodwin and Jaden Davis pushing you to come up north to Ann Arbor?
Oh, they're pushing me pretty hard to come up for a visit, but I think they're gonna let me make my decision. They're not like forcing me to come up to Michigan or anything like that. So that's been pretty good.
What's it going to be for you? Is it going to be a confluence of everything? Is it going to be NFL development? Obviously, you have the frame to play in the league. What is it going to be for you that really makes this decision?
Definitely, it's gonna be a family decision, in my opinion. It's gonna be where my family feels like I can be most successful, somewhere I can be developed on and off the field, not only as a young man but as a young adult. So that's gonna be a big thing for me. Obviously, anywhere I go, they can get me to do things good on the football field, but somewhere that's gonna develop me. Off the field, the academic side of everything, internships, things like that. So I'm looking at the whole aspect of college, the whole experience. So definitely just having that family connection with the coaches is going to be a big deal as well, because I want to go somewhere where I can feel comfortable, can just be myself while I'm there 24/7. So I'm just excited for this process, for the spring visits and the official visits, and I think it'll be a lot of eye-opening experiences for me.
Yeah, last thing, David. I know you want to narrow the list down in February, get those visits through the spring and summer. Is this shaping up for a pre-senior season decision?
Yes, sir. It'll be right in the beginning of my senior season for sure.
Perfect, perfect.
Yep.
Again, five-star, number one in 2025, David Sanders. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.